Right, so I've had some disappointing days, so I've decided to get back on track, and I'm going to do that by going back to how I started all this. I'm cooking from a kit. It's something I could cook, but I've got the kit in, so I'm going to use it. It's the Simply Cooked Black Bean Tofu with egg fried rice. Now, I'll flash the ingredients up, but it comes in at 514 calories, so that's pretty good. So I might treat myself to a side of gyozas with miso soup as a starter. So that's still going to kick in at 630 calories, which for an evening meal is great. So let's talk about the ingredients. I use more vegetables than Simply Cook asks for because they pad it out nicely. Comes with a kit of 3 pots of spice. I've chopped up a couple of spring onions. I've kept the green bits for going as ingredients and the white bits for sprinkling on top because I love spring onion. The organic tofu, which is seasoned with corn flour with pepper and spices. Top tip, I put the lid on a tub, shake it, covers it nicely, and some previously cooked rice. Now the kit asks for packet rice, you know, the stuff that you just tear open. I find if I boil 60 grams and then let it cool, it's nicer and it's got less calories. Right, because the meal only came in at 514, I thought I'd have a starter of this. This is chicken gyoza from Aldi. Does it in the air fryer on top of a bit of rocket with a sachet of miso soup. Now the miso soup comes with wakame seaweed in it, and the whole lot comes in at 115 calories. You can't fault that. You know, when you can have a bowl of soup for 25 calories, it's a nice little late night snack. Bit of yakisoba sauce on the gyoza, it's almost like a restaurant. The gyozas are normally 3 for 90 calories. They come in chicken, veggie or duck. Right, so the first step is to fry off the tofu, which I've seasoned in corn flour with some salt, pepper and a little bit of celery salt in because I like the flavour it gives. So you get the pan good and hot. I use a spray oil because it's less calories, which helps keep the count down. And as we said earlier, this kicks in at 514. You literally only need to fry it for a couple of minutes. Obviously I'm going to turn it over in a minute. And then you take it out the pan and stand it to one side. As you can see, you fry it till they're golden both sides. When you put the vegetables in, don't worry if it looks like a lot, it'll reduce down in a bit. And once they've got a bit of coating on them, you put in the black bean sauce. Now the black bean sauce in this kit is a really thick, gooey paste, so you have to put a little bit of water in with it. Now there was also some chili garlic sauce, which has gone in there. That was quite thick, so it needed a little bit more water. And the recipe says now reduce the heat and just let it simmer away. Just before I finish the rice, I'll be putting the tofu back in, and there's your tofu in black bean sauce done. We're now going to move on to the egg fried rice, which they've been easy with as well. Right, so you throw some of the sliced spring onions into the pan and get them frying. You crack your egg into the pan and just let it start to scramble. Just while it's still a bit wet, you then chuck your rice in. And normally when I'm not holding the camera, I get this just spot on. But I'm obviously going to mess it up while I've got, say, hundreds of viewers. There's only a few of you. So you stir the egg while it's still wet into the rice, which works, as they say, much better if it's pre-cooked rice. Now Simply Cooked gives a really nice fried rice seasoning that you know. And there you have your egg fried rice. So I'm going to plate it up, I'm going to put it in a bowl and show you what it looks like. Now I layer the rice up one side of the bowl and the black bean up the other side. Stick in a couple of chopsticks and you're away to go. That's tofu in black bean sauce at 514 calories. In all honesty, you can make it just as easy yourself with a sachet of black bean sauce, but I think the combination of spices from Simply Cook works really well. Nearly forgot, I kept the white spring onion for sprinkling on top, just gives it a bit of bite when you get stuck in. Et voila! Hang on, that's French food, isn't it? Right, for those of you that follow me regularly, first of all, thank you. There was a reason for me shooting this tonight. I really felt I had to come back to where I'd all started this journey because, as I said, the last 3 days I've just been stuffing food in my face like a maniac. But the key is to, sometimes you've just got to say, right, what used to work, let's go back and do it, and that's exactly what I've done tonight. Simply Cooks, I really rate them because they're simple, they give you a short list of ingredients to buy, and they're always tasty. Now, anyone can make a tofu in black bean sauce. This isn't about the tofu in black bean sauce, this is about my catharsis and going back. But you can see from the ingredients, all you've got to do is bang in different combinations into MyFitnessPal and work out how many calories you want for dinner tonight. Really simple. I like tofu in black bean sauce because it sort of feels like a bit of a fake away. But you do what works for you. And do me a favour, if you've got any suggestions for recipes round about the 500-600 calorie mark, let me know. I'd love to try them because I'm running out of ideas. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, engage in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you all. Thank you very much and happy cooking.